Okay, so I'm about to take this for a little spin. This is the bike that's for sale. It's my 2004 R1200GS in pretty good condition for a bike with 150,000 Ks on it. I'm going to take it for a little spin and you can see all about it. Let's do it. So you might be suspicious about the fact that I'm selling this bike so quickly after buying it. I've only had it for a couple of months, and actually that's a good news story for whoever buys it, and I'll explain why. Well, because I've got I've got a newish R1200GS sitting in the garage. I came back from the GS rally so pumped and so much enjoying this bike. It was just smoothly purring all the way there, all the way back, no problems, no fusses, that I actually fell in love with GSs again. I kind of just wanted a cheapie, just so I could do some off-road work. But now, having rekindled the love for it, it's my fourth GS. I've invested in my most expensive one to date, and this one then is for sale. Probably needs a new battery. That battery sounds a little bit like it's struggling, but that's okay. Still works. And off we go. Oh, it's got that lovely sound. I'm afraid the new GSs don't have that lovely low rumble. They've got more of a high-pitched sound. Anyway, so so let me just reiterate the story. This bike is in excellent functional condition, has a warrant, new one, just got its warrant, just had a major service which cost me $1,200, thanks, and has a REGO, so it's probably one of the most inexpensive running REGO'd and waft GSs in the country. So probably a very, very attractive entry level for somebody who's keen to try, get into the world of BMW GSs but doesn't want to spend a fortune. The new ones are like $40,000 to $50,000, so 10 times the amount of this quite easily when you start to add options, and you get 80% of the experience, 90% of the experience, in my opinion. I love it. So why am I selling it? Let me just explain again. I had a GS, a 2004 model. It had 206,000 Ks on it. I put 6,000 Ks on it, and I wanted to build a cafe racer, a K100, which I did, and there's 40 episodes on YouTube of my build. And when I finished my build, well, let me explain how that worked. I had to sell the GS to afford the K100 and to have space for it in the garage for the build. So I reluctantly sold it. I loved it. It was a sweet bike, even at that high mileage. And after I'd finished the K100, I decided I really missed the GS and wanted to get back into one. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and I remember my one had 206,000 Ks on it, and I think you can get pretty good deals on the older ones, and frankly they basically run in and they still will go forever. So I shopped around and I found this one, inexpensive, looks well maintained. I spoke to the owner at length about it, and the guy who did the first service on it confirmed. He said, look, it's been running every year. You can check the car jam to support that, and a running bike and a well maintained bike is what keeps bikes going forever, and this is that. So I bought it and I rode it for a little bit and took it down to Rotorua. I thoroughly enjoyed the GS Rally, but I was eyeing all the newer bikes. So on my way back home, I just thought, nah, let me bite the bullet and spend 4 times the amount, and get a much newer one. So I just bought a 2015 with some of the bells and whistles, water cooled, and so this one has to go. Nothing wrong with it. It's what I would consider snag free, clean bike, and it's had all its maintenance done. I replaced the windshield because the windshield was looking like it had done 100,000 Ks. What else have I done? I've done a few things. I have what else have I done? Do you know, I think that's all I have done. I haven't needed to do anything else other than maintenance, the service. And she rides sweetly. Brakes work, servos work, ABS works. You can see it's got 150k on it now. Get excellent fuel consumption, by the way, so that's a good sign the engine is steady. And it comes with the hard case panniers. No top box, but the panniers, which are flippin' expensive. They're BMW originals, which means the key works with them, and I've got both keys, which is also a boon. Oh yes, I put on the rear mudguard above the wheel. That was missing, and that seems to be missing on a lot of GSs after a few years anyway. But I like it, so I put it back on. Yeah, what else is there to say, man? I just, I've got my entire history of the bike on YouTube. You're welcome to go and have a look and see all the other bikes I get into and whatever I do. But I would gladly sell this to my best friend. In fact, I try to. And he hasn't bitten the bullet yet. Let me find a nice place to take some photos. This looks good. In the grass. Did I buy a shoe? No, I think I've got a shoe. But even so, that's fine. Alright, so there are the boxes. I might just take them off so you can see there's a little bit of damage on one of them, but it still works fine. It's this one. The only thing is the clamp over there, the bracket over there is broken off, but it still fits and locks in the center position in the front, so had no problems with it. You can see I did the rally, so that's one off. And the other one, look, undo, and lift. Look how easy that is. And here's the bike without. Oh, of course, the biggest thing that I did, I replaced the seat. Look at the seat. It comes, I'll sell it with the old seat. Seems coming apart there. I will include the old seat. I found it very difficult to get on and off, and it wiggled around a little bit, and some of the clamps on the inside didn't fit flush, so I bought this one from some guy in the South Island. It is awesome. It is so nice. It just makes the bike a little taller. I've set it for the lowest settings, but I'm on tippy toes, so if you're a short rider you may want to go back to the old one, but it's beautiful. Seat cost me $400. Here's the rest of the bike. It used to be blue, a navy blue. It's now red, which is my favorite color for a GS. Yeah, let me take some pictures. Okay, we're off. Hope I don't pick up any mud here. It's been raining all night. There we go. The seat is so comfortable in comparison to the stock seat. I don't know what it's called. It's a Butler or a, I don't know. I recognize the name when I bought it, but I can't remember. It was some custom, well-known custom seat manufacturer. I'll probably put it in the description when I look it up. Anyway, you will not need to maintain anything or do anything when you buy it. Not until its next service in a year's time. Well, August next year, August 2025. Can't remember when the REGO runs out. Probably. Well, actually, I've got it written down. If you look down there, REGO expires in February 2025, warrant in August 2025, which is the next service is due then, or at 160k, whichever comes first. It's got the quirky left and right indicators, which is always some fun getting used to. Oh, and it's got really good heated grips, by the way. Nearly burnt my hands off when I was going down because I had it on second. So don't put it on to second level unless it's freezing cold. Anyway, that's about it. Somebody's going to get the deal of the century, and I hope that the new buyer watches this and enjoys their new bike. They're going to have a blast.